What you guys, got another video on how to improve your Windows 10 experience by customizing your taskbar. Now, if you look at the taskbar settings inside Windows 10, it's pretty limited, but with this tool, you're going to be able to customize it to the way you like it to even increase your workflow to get more done with your computer. So let's go ahead, and what we'll do is take a look at this free application which will allow you to tweak your taskbar. The tool is called 7 Plus Taskbar Tweaker, and you can download it from this website here. I'll try and leave a link in the video description for you. And as you can see, it's packed with features that's going to allow you to add additional customization to your taskbar. And this should help speed up a lot of workflow on your computer. So let's go ahead and download it and get it installed on the computer. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK here. You can create a shortcut on the desktop, and we're going to go install. And there we go, it's now done. So click on finish, and this will open up the application. So you can see it's quite compact with lots of tools that we can enable and disable. Now, to show this in its true glory, what we need to do is we're going to need to zoom out here a little bit, unfortunately. So have a good look of it right there. But to see how it works, you're going to need to be able to see what's happening. So here we can see on the right click, it says jump list, or you can have standard Windows menu. You can change that to whatever you like here. This is the jump menu, jump list. And we also have just the standard Windows menu if you want to toggle that on like so, as you can see here when you right click. So that's the first one. Let's move on down to the middle click here, and we'll take a look at the middle click. So the middle click is new program instance by default. Let me zoom out here. And from here, you can use the middle click, and every time I middle click on something here, it's going to be able to create a new instance, just like so. And I can create loads of these without having to go to the actual search and type in another window to open it up again. So we can also do switch to as well, and you've also got minimize, and also you've got close. If you want to minimize it, you can, and if you want to close it, you would just simply click on the actual icon here. And then you can obviously click on the middle button, and it will literally close that instance down. So let me quickly show you how that works. So we have the instance open. I can drop that down into my taskbar here and push the middle button on the mouse, and it will close that instance. So let's move on down to the next one. And this one's called dropping. So here we can drop items onto an item inside the taskbar here, and it will open up like so. So that's how you can quickly drop an item on there. You can also pin it. And that's what it's going to do, is pin that to the taskbar there. So let me just unpin that again. And again, we got the other one here, which is open with. So you can drag it onto here, and it will open that item like so. So let me go ahead and move on to the next item, which is to do with hovering. So you can see here, show thumbnail preview by default. And you can see when you hover here, you will see all of the thumbnails. Now, some people don't like these thumbnails, so they want to remove them, or some people like to have a bit more control over it here. So let me quickly show you how this works. So we've got hovering, we can change this to a list. So when you put this here, it will change it to a list instead of having thumbnails. So you can hover over these and click on them. Tooltip will just give you a little tiny tip window up there, but for some reason it's not working right here. And you can do nothing, which means basically you won't see a thumbnail and you won't see any tooltip or any list. It will just basically display nothing. So for those people that don't like to see any sort of display down here, you can put it on nothing. And that's easily done by just putting it on that item there. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And this is under the thumbnail section. And you can see here, drag thumbnails. So you can drag them into the order that you want to. So for instance, if you want a certain particular one at the front, you can do. Some people like to organize these, especially if they're working on multiple different websites. This option allows you to drag them to reorder them in the order that you want. You can also have left click to activate thumbnail and minimize to window as well. Let's go down to the pinned items here. As you can see, remove the extra gap between the actual thumbnails down there. You can compress those a little bit as well. Moving on to the grouping section here, this is another one, group by application ID by default. And again, you can change these. There's a bunch of them inside here, which allows you to make changes to these depending on how you want to configure yours. I'll give you a quick example here. We can put do not group, and this will ungroup all of these. As you can see, they're all on their separate little tab here now, rather than being grouped into a group. So if you like it like that, you can do. And you can also do some other ones here as well. And I'll quickly show you some of these. And you can see there is also don't group, pinned items, and we have some other options available to you if you want to go through some of those. I'm not going to go through every one of these. Combining is also use taskbar settings, and you can combine group buttons here as well. And you also have don't combine group buttons as well down there when you put the radio button in that one as well. So decombined as well, active group, or on mouse hover you can decombine them, and I'll quickly show this one. And we'll put the check mark in on mouse hover, and you can see automatically it will decombine those for you and basically open these up for you. Very simple, but quite a useful little tool. So we've got here on show labels as well, and you can show the label as well if you want to do that as well. I'm just going to take these out for now. And we've got left click on the combined item as well. So you can cycle through the windows as well on the left click. So if you want to do that, you can cycle through them by clicking on these like so. And it will cycle through all of your ones that are on the actual taskbar there. So if you've got multiple different windows open, this can be quite useful if you want to go through them on the left click by using the cycle through button. So we also have some other ones here as well. And moving on to the next one, which is on the mouse wheel section. So on the mouse wheel, you have got also cycle between taskbar buttons here, and you can also skip minimize as well. And when you click on these, it will automatically open these up like so, very easily on the mouse wheel. It does get a bit crazy, so you need to make sure you know exactly what you want here, otherwise it's going to open up too many windows for you. So there's that option there. Next up, we've got minimize and restore when mouse is hovered over. And you've got the taskbar buttons, thumbnails, and other ones here. Control volume, which is quite useful. So down at the bottom, you can control the volume as well with your mouse wheel. If you want to set that up, you can just pull the mouse wheel back and it will turn the volume up or down, which is quite useful. Or you can do the notification area there. So very simple and very useful. Now on the next section, we do have also the double click on empty space. So if you double click on an empty space here, it will do nothing right now, but you can select this to do whatever you like. For instance, there's a bunch of stuff here. We can have this set to, say, for instance, Task Manager. And when we double click on it, it will open up the Task Manager. So let me go ahead and quickly show you how that works. So all that is basically is when you double click on there like so, it will open up the Task Manager like so. Now you can set this to whatever you like, and this will be quite useful for people that want to gain access to maybe the desktop very quickly, or maybe something else. Depending on what way you want to set yours up, there's quite a few options available for you. There is also another section here, which is for the middle button. Now, of course, you can't have all of these set for all of these features, but again, you can set this up like this, so you can see them all in one nice group there. Depending on how you want to do it, you can hide the start button. I don't know why that would be useful to you, but it's there. And you can hide that. And there's a bunch of other stuff here as well. Show seconds and a bunch of other features on there. And that is pretty much it. That is the 7 Plus taskbar tweaker. Again, let me know in the comments section below whether this is something that you would use on your computer, because I think this would actually help with workflow and speed things up a little bit without having to go through bunches of different clicks. You can set this up how you like. There's a bunch of them there. Choose the best ones that suit you. And let me know down there. I enjoy reading your comments. Anyway, with that said, I think that's going to be about it. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who join my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support. And I shall catch you in the very next video, or I'll see you on the Discord server for a chat. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.